It is Wednesday, February. Not in February yet. Wednesday, January 19th. This is my day 4 in quarantine. Thankfully, my son tested negative, so he got to go back to school today, which I'm grateful for. Because otherwise, we'll end up with no food in the house. Because he just keeps snacking and snacking and snacking. I'm just... I'm feeling like I'm remembering how I felt in January of 2020. We both got pretty sick, and I had a really bad cough at that time, though. Sounded like that one. I had a really bad cough, but it would keep going. I would cough and cough and cough and cough, and I had to hold my head when I coughed. And I constantly felt like I had a chunk of something stuck in my throat, like down here, all the time. And I kept trying to eject it. Like I felt like I had a big ball of phlegm or something that was stuck down here in this part of my throat. So I had the headache, I had the congestion, and I had it was mostly the cough that was the worst. We had it for, gosh, at least a week by the time we went to the doctor. Of course, mine was worse than my son's. So we both went to go see what the heck was up. We tested negative for the flu. They even checked for strep because our throats were really hurting bad too. They negative for strep, and it was an unknown virus, is what they said. And that was around like the 20th of January of 2020, something like that. I'll have to look and double check. So today I'm feeling this side of my nose, this side of my face is like plugged. I can barely breathe out of this. I try and blow my nose and nothing's coming out. But it's like, put pressure here, I could feel it. There's stuff inside my nose. My nostrils were like all white this morning. Probably still have some on my nose. And I still feel like I've got something like right here. Not necessarily right here, but I feel like right up here in my chest. Which is exactly how I was feeling 2 years ago. And see, there's nothing being coughed up. So I'm trying to see what is in there, and there's nothing coming up. My voice is still kind of there. I mean, I can sniff stuff, but when I blow, there's nothing coming out. This whole side of my face, my right side of my face is just, it feels like it's in a vice. It just feels tight. I've got my ears itch. One of the other things that I've been noticing, I'm sneezing a lot. And it could be because I haven't taken my allergy pills in about 4 days. But the sneezing actually started a few days before that. So Hear that? It's a dry cough. I've been drinking a lot of liquids. Thankfully, I still have my sense of taste and my sense of when I can breathe out of my nose, I can smell. That's a really good hazelnut flavor. So I'm grateful that I can still taste. I just don't know if I need to contact the doctor again and well, that's my problem. I don't even have a primary care physician right now. I need to find a new one. So maybe that'll be my goal for today. I don't know. I don't have energy really like I normally do. That's another thing. I remember I was feeling like this in 2020 also. Low energy. Heck, I such low energy that I haven't even showered in 4 days, which is nasty. That's why even at home I'm still wearing a hoodie or something because it's just, my hair is awful. I'm seeing a lot of my other friends on Facebook that are reporting that they've got COVID, and and then the news channels are saying, "Oh, we're reaching the peak. We're reaching the peak." Really? Are we really reaching the peak? More people are still getting positive results, or people are getting sick, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that have been getting sick and they haven't even gone to get tested, or they've home tested and haven't said anything. The one thing that sucks is that, in a normal year, me feeling like this would have no change in my work schedule at all. I would still show up to school, show up for work. I mean, and it's like, go on with the day. Since today was only a 4-day week, yesterday we had 13 staff out, which is a pretty big chunk. And today I counted only 12. But that's still all in one day, That's kind of hard. And especially there are no substitutes. There are no subs around. We're having a hard time with that. As are all schools. Really, all schools are having a hard time with it. We have this interesting dashboard on our, instead of being told, oh, you have X amount of people in your building that were given a positive result on this day and this day. Now they're sending us to a dashboard. And this dashboard, it's weird. It reports by the schools. And it says how many adults, how many children are out positive. And I looked and it said, like, the other day, and I can't remember what day it was. I can't say if it was yesterday, but I remember the other day it said like 30 total in our building. Which, it may seem like a lot of people, but in reality, we probably have about 50 staff. And of the 50 staff, we have, so we have roughly around 50 staff, and we have around 500 kids in our building. So 30 kids to be gone, or 30 children out for COVID is not too bad. Off the top of my head, I can't calculate what the percentage that is. But it's just, I'm frustrated by this whole pandemic in itself. And I'm sure a lot of other people are just as frustrated. There's these people that are, you got people on one side saying, get your vaccination or you're gonna die. And if you don't get your vaccination, you're an idiot. And then we have people on the other side, oh, you're a sheep. You're gonna just follow along the line and you're not going to get sick. This is all a joke. This is a hoax. Those people piss me off because COVID is not a joke. It is real. But so are vaccines. But people should have the right to choose. But common sense has gone out the window, and to me that is what's most frustrating, is because nobody has common sense right now. Common sense would be, do what you need to do to protect the people that you love and the community that you live in, because that is important. Without the people we love, without our community, we would have nothing, right? So just don't follow politicians. Don't put your blind faith in, oh, well, I heard this on the news, so it's got to be true. Please don't, because that's not helping anybody. Try and put yourself in the shoes of the family of the people that have been hospitalized, and see if you can find some compassion. There are countries that have a 7% vaccination rate, and they have a high hospitalization and death rate because they don't have the vaccine. Because some political people and some companies are holding the vaccine back for profit. How is that possible if we're getting the vaccine for free? I mean, our insurance is covering it, and if we don't have insurance, we can still get it. It's covered. We're not paying a dime. So Why are they holding the vaccine hostage for profit? And why are they trying to sell it instead of showing compassion to the rest of the world and letting the rest of the world be saved? It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. I'm just gonna stop ranting. I have more to say, but I don't have the energy because I'll get heated, and yeah, I just want this sinus pressure. It's making this side of my face feel warm, and I'm hoping that doesn't mean I'm getting a sinus infection because I can't handle that either. I'm just worried how the world is, especially here in the United States. There's no compassion anymore. There's no sense of God in a lot of places right now, and that's what really worries me. That okay, wait a minute. I said that. There are some religious folk that believe that vaccines are evil. That's your religion telling you that vaccines are evil. That's your church. Those are the leaders in your church that are saying that. It is possible to believe in God and believe in science at the same time. Really, it is. Because we wouldn't have science if it weren't for God. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to stop because I'm gonna go on different tangents, and that's not the reason why I wanted to video this. I just wanted to video how I'm feeling today, and well, I guess I did. Got lots of things in my head. I can feel a drip, but there's nothing there. I'm gonna have to go find my Kleenex. I found some finally. My nose is so raw from blowing it, but nothing's coming out. So technically tomorrow's my last day of quarantine. We'll see how I'm feeling. My district says, oh, you can come back to work on Thursday. But 5 days from the date of my positive, the 5th day is Thursday. So if it was the 5-day quarantine, shouldn't I be going back Friday and not Thursday? Oh, we count from the day your symptoms started or the day you get your positive, whichever comes first. That makes no sense to me. Whatever comes first? Well, so they count from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So technically, if they count from Saturday when I was my sickest, even though my symptoms really started on Friday evening, so maybe that's why, then today would be day 5. But my doctor's office, or the urgent care office where I went to get tested, they said 5 days starting today, the day you got your positive test. I specifically asked. So that's my biggest question, is why is a school district that different in their rules of when you can come back? When this all first started, you had to have a negative to come back. And now they're like, oh yeah, after 5 days you can come back if you're not showing any more symptoms. Also, a coworker has a low-grade fever. Was out yesterday and is out again today, because they still had a low-grade fever. And you have to have 24 hours fever-free, but yet school nurse told her, oh, even if you have a low-grade fever, you can still come back. Whatever happened to telling us to stay home if we're feeling sick so we don't spread whatever it is that we have to everybody else? This is like so contradictory. I'm like so frustrated over this. And I'm just like, why? Why? So either way, I'm not going back until next week because I already put in my time for the whole week, because the way I'm feeling, I don't want to work like this. I'm going to go back to bed. What time is it? It's only 8:28. I'm going to go back to bed after I finish my coffee. Yeah.